Hello, everybody. My name is Catherine or Alex, and we're gonna get back to our world. I just got back from my trip to Grand Rapids. It was a great time. I had a lot of fun, and I will tell you all about it in a second. The goal today is going to be mainly focusing on getting a lot of iron so I can get some iron armor and I want to get some iron armor and tools, because once I go looking for diamond, it's pretty annoying to have to use a stone pick. So I think we're good for now. Yeah. Let's head on down. We worked a bit on this before I left for my trip, and we got it pretty deep, right around the level that I'd like to mine for iron, right where it meets Deep Slate, because let's be honest, I kind of want to avoid that. So up here, there's a cave. I'm not ready to go into it. I have no armor yet and only a stone sword. We're smelting some iron up there, and we're going to get some more, and we will head this way. Yep. I'm actually gonna take this with me. There we go. Let's actually turn to the side. So, the trip. I finished streaming, and I got ready. I packed all of my things. Most of them were already packed, and I debated a little on whether I should bring my blanket or not, but in the end I decided that I was definitely going to, because I adore my blanket, and hotel blankets just would not compare. So yeah, there was that. Then my sister, before school, drove me to the college because I do not have a car. So I got there and I was getting pretty excited. I was sitting inside the college looking out the window to see if a bus got here, and listening, I already said listening to some music. When somebody who was part of the college staff approached me and was like, when they get there, whoever is first gets to pick their seats, so you probably want to go get out there. And I was like, okay. So I sat outside and waited for the vehicle to get there. It was a van. There was a large 12-person white van, and then there was a just a minivan kinda. So we waited, and when I got there, I crawled right in the back, because since I was driving around a lot when I was younger, because divorced parents, haha, every other weekend I'd be driving the, it was anywhere, because my mom moved around a lot. At first it was only an hour and a half, but then we moved to Wisconsin, then it was 2.5 hours, then we moved even further down in Wisconsin, and that was a 4-hour drive. I was used to long drives, and I knew that I wouldn't be getting up to use the bathroom or anything, and I didn't want people to have to crawl over me. So what I did was, I got distracted. So I crawled to the very back of the van into this corner. Now, what you may not know about me sitting here is that I am tall. I am probably around 5'10". So I could not stand up in the van, which, makes sense. You wouldn't usually be able to stand over at the van, but I was bent over at the waist, literally my my back and my legs were the only things short enough to stand there. So that was not super great, honestly. Wouldn't recommend. Yeah, so I was pretty squished back there. But then I was like sitting in there listening to music again, and I kind of noticed that everyone was heading inside, and I was like, oh great, I'm so glad that I came out here early so I could get a seat. Just like turn around and have to go back inside. Sorry, it's early in the morning. I got myself some coffee today, which is wonderful. I'm so thrilled about it. I heated it up in the microwave because it is, well, it's like 8 o'clock, so like the people who really get up early in my house have already made coffee and left. And that's my dad and my stepmom. Oh, and Lizzie, but Lizzie doesn't drink coffee. I hope I'm quiet enough. I know I'm very close to the mic and it can be pretty loud, and I've decided that I kind of really like the idea of like this quiet streaming structure, because I will, in like a year, be living in a college dorm, and I'm hoping to get one of the ones where like each person gets their own really tiny secluded room in the dorm, but the walls will probably be incredibly thin, so, you know, kind of hoping to get used to talking quietly for streams. Wow, I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent that I didn't make sticks. Shh. So I went back in and we were waiting, and as I mentioned in my previous stream, my partner and I are scheduled to share a room. And they know that they are my partner. Like, and I mean, like, the college people know that they're my partner. So, yeah. So I felt, hey, local, welcome back! I finally got back from my trip. And I was just kind of thinking of telling the story for a bit. I have to go at 2:30, but I can hang out for a bit. It was fun. There were a lot of great stuff. It kind of had a lot of ups and downs, as I've realized lots of trips or vacations do. I was working through the story, starting at the beginning. After arriving at the college, we all gathered inside, and we were waiting on my partner, who was late. Unsurprisingly. Oh, no, don't worry about interrupting. I love talking to chat and stuff. Yay, and you're showing up on screen now, which is wonderful. Where was I going? I was gonna make some sticks as well. Today we're also just mainly focused on making on collecting iron, so I can get myself a set of iron armor, and maybe get a little bit more adventurous with my exploring. Oh, and I prefer to have iron armor, or not iron armor, iron tools before I start really looking for diamond, because deep slate is really annoying to mine with a stone pick. So my partner shows up late, but like gets there in time, and we all pile into the van. Again, me, 5'10", super long legs, squished into the very, very back of the van. You know, because I have great decision-making skills. Yeah, I'm pretty tall. It's like 5'10" or 5'11". Yeah. How tall are you, local? Huh? Oh, wow, okay, so, like, you're pretty tall, too. My dad is, like, 6'7", I think, but my mom is really short. She's, like, 5'3" or 5'4". So I ended up with a happy middle ground. Most of me and my siblings are very tall. So we're in the van, and oh wait, no, that's what I was gonna ask. My sister is 5 foot even. Ooh, that's rough. I mean, I've known shorter people. I've known people who aren't even 5 foot and are like full adults. It's rough for them. I was gonna ask. Her boyfriend is 5'11". I'm sure that makes kisses straining. Telling short combo. Yep. Yep. I was pretty sure I could pick up on your gender, but just out of curiosity to make sure, are you a guy or girl or something in between? Yep. That makes sense. I kind of picked up on that. Something about the recklessly driving motorcycles didn't really give me feminine vibes. So the drive from the drive from where we were going is 6 hours, I believe. So pretty long drive. But we had like stops planned along the way. We stopped at different gas stations and things like that. It was an alright trip the first time. I really worked hard on expanding my Spotify playlist. I got a ton of good music on it. And we got to... Oh, and our first stop was about halfway through the trip. It was Colonial Mackinac. And, we pulled up and got out of the van and were immediately swarmed by bugs. Like, there were so many of them. It was ridiculous. And it's because we were right next to the lake. Colonial Mackinac is right next to the Mackinac Bridge, which, makes sense. But it is like... since it's like a huge water source and it's kind of slow moving, you might say. Yeah, bugs everywhere, just all over the place. Ridiculous amounts of them. My partner was not a fan. I mean, I wasn't either, but they have issues with bugs and stuff like that. So they really struggled. And throughout the trip, my partner was late. So, we got in, and people were, looking around the gift shop and stuff, but, whatever. I didn't have any money. I was given $42 to spend on lunches while I was there, though I did think that all of my meals were falling under this $42 for our 3-day trip, and I was worried about that. Well, I wasn't worried about that until later, but I would become worried about that in the near future. Yeah, well, it wasn't really my money. It was money from Trio, the club hosting the trip, and it was specifically only for lunches. The trip was a free trip, so they covered lunches and dinners and all of that stuff, and all of the things we did, of course. It was very cool. It was a wonderful opportunity to have, a free little vacation. I fully intend to take advantage of any we do in the future, especially because dinner, well, I'll get into that later. But yeah, so people are looking around in the gift shop. I have no money to spend in the gift shop, so I'm just kind of meandering and wishing that the tour would start and we could go in and do what we were going to. Yeah, let me start smelting some iron, because my pick is about to die, and I don't want that. But we're, getting ready to go, and my partner comes up to me and is like, oh my gosh, I don't know where my phone is, and they had gone to use the restroom earlier, so it was probably there, and I was like, we are, getting ready to leave right now. But no, we went to get their phone, because obviously they needed it, of course, we're not going to leave your phone behind, you need that. Them specifically. Wait, no, I don't think they were wearing their decks. The point remains the same. You don't really leave your phone behind. So, oh, do I have any stone ones? I could make a stone one just for now. So we run out, and we're late getting back. Of course we are. And my social anxiety is starting to have a real problem with being late all the time. Because, you know, nobody else really likes waiting for somebody who's falling behind. But it's fine, it's fine. It's only happened, like, twice or 3 times so far. So, whatever. And we go in, and Colonia Mackinac is this, recreated fort of what used to be British soldiers. Who had, like, a fort built there. And they have exhibits in each house that we get to go to. There's this big garden in the middle of the town. The first exhibit that I really visited was an underground exhibit about archaeology, which I did not read anything on. I was more just excited about being underground. Which is silly because I've lived, like, one of my bedrooms was in a basement before. It's like main bedroom. But whatever, the point stands. We're going to make another iron pick. There we go. Nothing's in here. So and I want these with me. What the heck is that? What? Huh? That was weird. I don't think I've ever heard that sound in Minecraft before. Well, alrighty then. Yeah, that was a strange sound. I don't have any other tabs open for what it could be other than Minecraft, so, try not to sniffle into the mic, but when I wake up in the morning, because I live with my cats, I'm very sniffly. It did sound weird. It sounded to me like a very large, like, chain-controlled gate opening, or, like, I don't know, I'm really sold on the, like, gate or bridge theory. You know, like the type you'd see in castles where the door goes down. So we were in the fort, I went down, there was the archaeologist thing, and it just went on and on. It was a really big exhibit. By the time we went back up, there was a program going on where a woman would be cooking real food that they would have cooked back then, and that one was really interesting. Sadly, we were not able to eat any of the food she made because it was not made in a food-safe environment. I was very sad about that because it actually looked really good. It probably wasn't very good, like it probably had like no seasonings on it, but it smelled good, so I mean, you know. But she told us as we were on our way out that there would be musket firing soon, and I did not want to be there for that because I'm not a fan of loud noises. So we made a break for it for a smaller, for another underground exhibit. I've been to a bit more house in Asheville. No, I have not been many places actually. I have lived a very kind of secluded life in my own state bubble. I've only been out of my own state, like, oh, what is it? Is it like a haunted house, or is it just like, my hair is tickling my nose. Water! No! Interesting. So it's like a big mansion or something? or manor, I guess it would probably be called. I do not want to go in there, actually. We're going to turn around and go a different direction, because I will drown. About here. Going this way. Wait, I'm gonna get so lost. Let me real quick make a sign. I need planks. My inventory management is beautiful and nobody can say anything otherwise. La, la, la. Nope. There we go. Not home. So we went downstairs and looked around in a musket, like, exhibit, but this one was pretty small, so we were back upstairs pretty early. Unfortunately, there was time to hear the sounds of the muskets. It wasn't so bad. So earlier during the food presentation, my phone had gone off. My dad had texted something in a group chat or something. Nothing important, just like a meme. And I obviously was embarrassed, so I silenced my phone. I didn't want any more interruptions. Problem with this is that Oven is a historical house museum tourist attraction. The main resident in a chateau-esque style mansion built for George Washington Vanderbilt. Interesting. So I assume you've been, and it was a creepy experience. The problem with silencing my phone was that we were using the Remind app to keep track of like where we were and when we were meeting up again. So, wow. That sounds large. Yeah, that's fair. I've been in creepy old houses before. I definitely did not sneak into one through a window with my siblings to use it as a playhouse a couple times when we were very younger. Never did that, okay? I should be mining this with a stone pick. Oh yeah, since we were using the Remind app, we did not get the text to meet up with everyone else when the tour was over. This was obviously a problem, and they had to come find us, which sucked. Very embarrassed again at holding the group up. I was determined to not do it ever again throughout the entire trip. As you may have guessed, this was not really an ability of mine. So we left and we went to get lunch, and I went to Subway and I got a footlong, and and I thought it would be fine because he told us that we had $14 to spend a day, and I spent 12 of them, and I was like, this is fine. This is a perfectly reasonable amount. And then I was looking at my schedule and I was like, oh no, we're scheduled to have dinner again tonight. I didn't save enough money out of my $14 a day to get dinner. I guess I just won't eat. And I was sad about this, but whatever. I was firm in my decision that I just would not eat that night. We got back on the bus and continued our drive. It was about halfway that we stopped, so it was another 3 hours left. which wasn't so bad. Again, I just kind of plugged in, listened to music. I read some fan fiction, as I do. And we finally arrived at the hotel. They told us that you can go up to your rooms and stuff, but then we're going to meet back down here right away to go to dinner. Oh, I did the same thing again. Hold on, I'll be right back. Should be noted that I never wear my hair down in daily life, but that for streaming I do, because I hate how my face looks if it does not have hair framing it. Also, I have like a surge bar I use to shut off my touch lamp, so if it's not on, then my computer doesn't charge and it threatens to die in the middle of stream. Not ideal. So back to where it was. So yeah, we arrive at the hotel. We're told it has a pool. It is gorgeous on the inside. They have a waiting reception for us with cookies and punch. Like Welcome Bay College, it says, which is just, it's lovely. So we go in there and it's great. I go up to our room, it's gorgeous, and to be completely honest, I just want to crash or even just like hang out in the room rather than going out to lunch, because I know I can't eat. That's fair, that's valid. I feel like a large amount of people feel that way, and I do for the most part as well. So the great thing is that I have no awareness of how I look really unless I see myself. So unless I'm like looking in a mirror, I have no real idea of how I look, which is great because it means that I'm gonna head back and I'm gonna head back to the house for a bit. I have no real idea how I look unless I'm like looking in the mirror, so I usually don't struggle with that as much. The image of how I look in my head looks a lot better than how I actually look if I ever see myself. I don't want to go to dinner when they're like doing this stuff and scheduling it out, but it's whatever. And then we're downstairs and they tell me that, oh, I'm out of Sprint food. They tell me that the original restaurant they'd planned to go through was like too busy to take us or something like that, and we ended up going to this different place, which is like Concello's or Rucello's or something. I don't know, but but I look at the menu and it is crazy expensive. It is like one meal is definitely like, even like appetizers and stuff are like $10, which is very much out of the range of what I can pay. So that's not fun. So I am even more firm in my decision that I cannot and will not be eating food that night. We go to the place anyway, because we have to. And when I get there, I am told by somebody else that Trio covers dinners, which is great. I had a $25 spending limit, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's incredible, yay. I'm so happy about that, and I really was. I was very hungry after like the whole trip and things like that. So it was great to finally get to eat and stuff like that. It was crazy expensive. I was not a fan. It was an Italian place. So I got this chicken meal and I got this chicken meal, and it was great. It wasn't super filling, like it wasn't huge or anything like that. And my partner offers to buy me dessert because they are getting themselves dessert and they want to. So, like, instead of having Trio pay for it, they are going to pay for their own dessert and dessert for me, which was great. And I decided on the strawberry shortcake. And was super excited. So my partner, as you may have noticed, is non-binary, so they use they/them terms. And we were trying to think of a gender-neutral term to call, like, a sugar daddy. And eventually what we decided on was Glucose Guardian, which is their username in my phone now. It was immediate. I was like, oh my gosh, that is incredible. So yes, my Glucose Guardian got me some dessert, and the dessert I got, the strawberry shortcake, it was like $10. And it was just advertised as strawberry shortcake, and then they come out with it, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's this huge bowl with like 4 of like the biscuits that, like, you know, shortcake is usually baked on, and like 3 scoops of ice cream and like a heaping of whipped cream on it with, of course, the strawberry sauce. It was insane. It was like the biggest dessert I think I'd ever seen in my life, other than like cakes that were meant to be shared with like a whole party. I was thrilled, and I finally understood why they were so expensive. It's because their portions were huge for the most part, and this was not exclusive to dessert. The people across from me ordered like flatbread subs, and they were like insanely big and stuffed full of meat and such. So yeah, huge portions, and that was awesome. So we ate, and we went home, and I was ready to crash, but my partner wanted to check out the pool, and I was like, yeah, we probably won't have time to check out the pool tomorrow, so we'll go. And we did, and I had a lot of fun. When we got down to the pool, there was somebody in the hot tub already, and it's like this old guy. He's like probably like in his like 70s, I would say. I don't know, I don't have a great age gauge, but he was like an old man. And he was sitting in the hot tub, and I was like, not super thrilled about that, but whatever. But we went to sit in the hot tub anyway, and hello, sir. Are you having a good night? Don't be friends with that guy. That guy's kind of a jerk. We sat in the hot tub anyway and enjoyed it, and then we moved to the pool for a bit, and we swam back and forth and just talked, and it was awesome. We got back to the room, passed out pretty quick, but then to get free breakfast, because the hotel had free breakfast the next day, not that way. To get free breakfast, we had to get up early, so we set our alarms for like 6:30, which after going to bed at like 11:30 after a strenuous day was not enough sleep, but it was what we had to do. So we went with that and got... Do I have any more stuff? We got breakfast. The breakfast that they had at like this fancy hotel was incredible. They had like scrambled eggs out and hash, and they had like tortillas to make burritos if you wanted, and they had the waffle makers, which, you know, you see at a lot of free breakfast places. They had a variety of drink choices, several cereal choices. They had muffins and bagels and drink some coffee. They had options on their coffee machine. So the coffee machine had coffee and decaf coffee, but then above it, it had strong coffee or weak coffee and strong decaf or weak decaf, and I thought that was great. Let's actually see what we can make out of this iron that we have. Should have probably dropped the gold off upstairs, but whatever. There we go. Yay, iron. We'll have to check out that cave that's above us. I want to mine a little bit more so I can get like enough to get 3, 6, 9. I want to go a little bit more just because I want to, and then we'll start exploring that cave and maybe going a little bit deeper down for diamond. How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? There we go. So we went swimming, we woke up the next day, we got breakfast. Oh yeah, breakfast was incredible. And then we got ready to go to our next trip, which was going to be, like, on our schedule. It said that we would be doing the museums, and because there were 2 museum options, and we would have time to see both. So there was an art museum, and then there was a public museum. And the public museum is what you think of a lot when you hear museum. They have, like, skeletons, their history, and things like that, while an art museum shows off art. I wanted to go to the art museum. The art museum was closed in the morning unexpectedly, like it was supposed to open at noon. So we were like, okay, we'll just switch our schedule around and go to the Frederick Meyer Gardens first. Oh, no, that's okay. You do not have to talk if you do not like to. One of the fun things about streams is that you can kind of just put them on in the background and do whatever you're going to do. That's what I do when I watch streamers a lot too. Well, when I watch VODs, I don't really watch streamers stream most of the time. Most of the time I just watch their VODs. So we go to the Frederick Meyer Gardens first, and they are beautiful. I like their indoor exhibits the most probably because they have like the plants that can't really be in our climate in them. So they had these beautiful kind of like tropical flowers in like one exhibit, and then they had carnivorous plants in theirs. Though to be completely honest, most of the carnivorous plants were just pitcher plants. Like they were almost all pitcher plants, so I didn't really see any others. But those were still really cool to see because we don't see those where I live. The climate is just too, like, cold. So that was cool, and the tropical flowers were cool. And we kind of walked around for a bit, but mostly we went through all the places that we really wanted to see and just kind of relaxed in the grass for the rest of it. Which was nice, because I really think it's kind of silly to force yourself to do a bunch of stuff when you're on, like, a vacation for this. You just want to enjoy it. So trying to be like, oh, we have to get to do this and this and this because we won't oversee it again kind of ruins the experience. I'm mining my dirt to see if there's any ore behind it. So yeah, the Frederick Meyer Gardens. I went through. I took lots of pictures for our other partner. We are in a polycule, so it is. We should go back in time to the dinosaur. You really do. Well, you have fun with that. I'm sure you won't get eaten or trampled or starve or get sick and poison yourself at all. I'm sure you fully have the capabilities and skills to survive the prehistoric age. You have fun with that. Oh, I need to make more torches. So we were taking pictures for our partner Zoom, our other partner Zoom, who really enjoys insects and plants and pets and things like that. I'll be alright. I don't know about that, but we'll see. I'll bring a rifle and some ammo and you'll be fine. Yeah, what about the food thing? How are you gonna know which plants and animals are safe to eat and which ones will poison you and kill you of, like, cholera? What if you get, like, the flu and die? Okay, where is... Here it is. Okay, let's block this off a bit. Now I don't want to use gravel. There we go. Yo, cook a dinosaur, Lamau. We have no idea whether dinosaurs were poisonous or not. I'm sure a fair amount of them were, considering we're descendants of dinosaurs. So that means that lots of the poisonous animals and stuff we have today were as well. So, you know, good luck with that. What was I? So we left the gardens and we went to get lunch, and we were at this little marketplace which had mostly like Asian food, and I know that's a bit generalizing, but I generally don't like the flavors that tend to go into that. Like I don't like sweet with my savory, I don't like sweet and spicy, I don't like, you know, and I don't like soy sauce and how, like, supremely salty that is, either. I'll be fine. You're like every teenager ever that walks outside in, like, short sleeves in the middle of winter and is like, I'm fine, and then they stand there dying of cold but refuse to admit that they're, like, cold or uncomfortable, because then they have to admit that they're wrong. My partner is like that. They were like that on this whole trip. They would do stupid things that I told them not to do, and then they would refuse to admit they're wrong because they're incredibly headstrong. There we go. Where was I going? Oh, what a beautiful cave. Do I want to explore this cave? I do have iron armor now. Okay, we will. Maybe we'll get some good ores. Yeah, see, iron right away. Good idea. I'm gonna get lost, though, and then I'm not gonna be able to get home, because I don't have keep inventory on. Because, to be totally honest, when I usually play alone, I have keep inventory on, and if I am lost, I would just kill myself, and then I would spawn back in my house. Oh, that's the other objective for today. We should try and get enough sheep wool to make a bed and set our spawn at home. That would be a very good idea. After we explore this cave, that's what we'll do. We'll head back for that. Mostly collect gold for apples. I switched tabs. There we go. Oh no, monsters are going to attack me, and I don't have my sword out. Please leave me alone, sir. There we go. Yeah, I really wish monsters would not do that. Okay, I'm doing good. The armor held up. That's nice. It's really why I didn't want to explore caves without having some armor. Oh no, but the thing is in front of my chat. Okay, there we go. Chat's open now and I can see it, and I'm back in my game. There we go. I should probably go down there to continue to look for things. And I have my sword ready, so... where are you? You sound very close to my ear holes. Not a fan of that. Oh, I see you now. You're right down there. Nope. Sorry, I'm a bit more focused on the game right now rather than storytelling because I don't want to die. I really don't want to die down here. There's no way to get my stuff back, and I have all of my stuff with me, and I spent a long time getting this stuff, okay? It would be unacceptable for me to die right now. In fact, it's so unacceptable that I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave that right there so I can still see how much fun is right over there, and head back upstairs. We're gonna go sheep hunting. Yay! I'm gonna continuously be itching my back and chest because I got very sunburned. You know? Good times, good times. Sunburn. So, yeah, we went to this place and I wasn't really looking. Oh! Hello, sir. I don't think I could kill you. I think I would die. What if I made an iron sword? Am I confident I could kill you with an iron sword? What if I just walk past you and don't look at you, and then you don't attack me, and we're best friends? Yay! I will have to kill you later, though, because I do need ender pearls. So I have never beaten Minecraft before, but I've seen plenty of people do it, and it's like, yeah, I could totally do that. I have no idea. The reason I have not begun it yet is mainly, well, that I don't have the skills for the most part. Yeah, I mean, like, I used to play Minecraft on creative mode all the time. I'm not really a hardcore gamer. I don't really like it when games are too difficult. I kind of prefer the relaxing route, which will be reflected in my streams, probably. Let's put this gold away. We don't need that. I want to make an iron sword, which I can do now. Sticks. Did I put my sticks away? Yes, I did. Need those sticks. That's not how you make a sword. Which I knew. I was just, doing a flourish. Yeah. That completely useless move to look cool. That's, yep, that was the goal there. Okay, so I have an iron sword to replace the stone sword. I had 2 stone swords because I'm just like that. For now, we can put these away. It's nighttime out, which is great. You know what would help with this? A bed. But I ended up getting boba tea, and I've had, not boba tea, just a drink with boba in it. I don't really like tea. Tea has a specific flavor that I dislike quite a bit. But I've had, like, drinks with boba before, generally energy drinks. And now, I kind of thought that boba was all the same thing. I did not realize that there were different types of boba. Sure, I thought there were different flavors, you know, like strawberry or blue raspberry or whatever. But I thought that they were all the same texture. And the boba that I had had up till this point was popping boba. It's a boba that is like a little balloon of flavor that pops in your mouth, and it is lovely, and I adore it. So when I went there, when I ordered my drink, my boba drink, I just asked for boba, and they were like, what type of boba would you like? Just the regular type? And I was like, yeah, just the regular type. And they gave me tapioca pearls, which are not like popping boba. Not like popping boba at all, actually. Yeah, no. They are kind of like gummy, chewable. I did not like the texture, so that was a bunch of money wasted, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get the popping boba, or I'm going to regret this for so long. And so I went back to get it, and I spent the rest of my money. I had no money left that I could spend on food for the rest of the trip, which is unfortunate, but whatever. I had made my decision, I was going to stick with it. And even the popping boba that I got was not great comparatively to the stuff that I was used to. Unfortunately. So that was a bummer. Lots of money wasted on drinks that I didn't super love. Still, I think that I would have regretted it had I not bought the boba even more. So, in the end, you win some, you lose some. So after that, we get in the vans, our split up vans, one to go to the art museum, one to go to the public museum. I get in the art museum one, and every time I'm getting into the van, I'm popping on my headphones and listening to music. So we pull up to the museum, we go in, and I see, like, the other staff member in there, and I'm like, that's weird. Maybe the art museum and the public museum are in, like, the same building. Okay, whatever. And I get the map, and I look at it, and I'm like, I'm not seeing any gallery or anything like that. They've got, like, history exhibits. And I was like, yeah, if they share a building, that makes sense, but where are the art museum exhibits? And I turn around and I'm like asking for it, and he's like, well, the art museum was closed. I mentioned that in the car. Do you have your headphones in? And I was like, yeah. And I was so bummed. I did not want to spend 2.5 hours wandering around a public museum, okay? Like, I just had no interest in it. I am not, like, a social studies fan. I should say I'm not a history fan. I'm not a fan of history or geography or things like that. The aspects of social studies I'm interested in are the social ones, so ones more focused on sociology or psychology or philosophy, because those are all technically considered social studies as well. So yeah, I was not thrilled, but I did get to go into a planetarium, because the public museum had a planetarium, and that was great. That was actually super cool. I mean, the film that we watched was really cheesy, but seeing it on such a big screen was awesome. I don't get motion sick very easy, so I had a good time. But almost everyone else fell asleep, which was, like, sad. So we walked around the museum a bit more. I explored their fashion museum quite a bit. Or their fashion exhibit, not museum. And then we left and we went home. No, we went to get dinner, I believe. And we went to the Blue Dog Tavern. I got myself... What did I get myself? Oh, I got their French dip and spicy pickles. I love deep fried pickles. They're so good. I enjoyed my meal. I enjoyed the spicy pickles more than the French dip, probably because we have better French dips up here. We have ones that have, like, mushrooms on them. They have softer buns, and I don't know. I feel like the restaurant that we had where I live was significantly better. Yeah, I'll say that, even though we live in a smaller town than the one where we found. Yeah, so there was that. But I did really enjoy the pickles. The pickles were great. And I shared some fries with my partner because my partner got something that they didn't really like. Unfortunately, that was a bit of a bummer. After that, we were going to a lights festival. They had a bunch of lanterns and lights set up all over the zoo on this super long path that we had to go through. And most of it was uphill, so to be completely honest, I wasn't super enjoying it. I wasn't having a super fun time. I mean, like, I wasn't, like, having an awful time either. It was just, like, I'm doing this, and I would much rather be, like, in the hotel room sleeping, for the most part. So there's that. So we went through the Lights Festival for a while, and eventually we met up with more of our group, and we had fun with them. Somebody else bought me dipping dots, which was great, because I love dipping dots. They are delicious, and I like the way that the, they use, like, liquid nitrogen, or, like, dry ice to freeze it, so when they come out, they stick to, like, your wet lips or your tongue. a lot when you eat them, and I like that. It's like a fun texture experience, almost, I would say. Drinking more coffee. Yay, the sun's coming up. Okay, time to get to bed, so we do not need to wander around like that anymore. I'm gonna need the XP later for enchantments. Going to look around for yikes. We're going to look around for sheep. Try to remember where my house is. Little sheepy sheeps, I would like it if you'd visit me. This is the shipwreck. I do have a treasure map from that. We could always explore that at some point soon. Food. This is bad. I request that you die, and that you do not kill me. Thank you. Armor is so great. I would have died so surely, like a while ago. That's a wolf, not a sheep. That's another skelly. Yeah, sorry, sir. You're not allowed to make it here. Or if I could find a village, I could rob them of all of their things, and then I could have a bed. Because they have beds. That's my house again. I walked in a circle. I have a very bad habit of walking in circles in this game. I very frequently make no progress. I'm wondering if this is just like a small island, and I walked along the coast, and therefore I was doomed to make a circle. I don't know. This place looks kind of new. Up here. Got dinner in the we met up with people. There was a VR experience at the zoo that I got to do, and that was fun. I yelped when we drove up, or the camera moved up real close to a van, and I squeaked out loud because I thought we were gonna hit it. Give me. Thank you. Cows. Come here. I'm going to need your leather for books later, okay? For enchantments. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. See, I should probably, like, take one home and make a leather farm, but that's not the goal right now, okay? The goal right now is sheep. I just need, like, one white sheep, and then we will have a bed. Just, like, one. Come on. It cannot be this difficult to find a sheep. Ow. I've gone across 2 land masses, and I'm still sheepless. Okay. So, Lantern Festival, we got to the end of that, and we went back to the hotel, and then we swam in the pool for a bit more. Because, yeah, and I was tired, so I crashed once we got back to our room. Then we got on the road to come home, which was yesterday, just last night I got home. And we were stopping to do a college tour on the way back up. That was like one of the main reasons we went down. So we did that, and it was... So I was not thrilled about the tour because I was tired and my social battery was drained before we even got there. I really just wanted to drive home. But obviously, you couldn't do that. So I was kind of exhausted the whole tour, and my partner is like listening to this and is like, I'm gonna go here. And I was like, no, you're not gonna go here. This is a 6-hour drive from your home, or a 5-hour drive from your home, and it is the exact same pitch that they gave for several other colleges. It is completely beyond impractical for you to attend here. They still plan to. Good. I wish them the best of luck with that. I hope that turns out exactly as they see it in their mind, and everything just goes great. Yeah, no, it doesn't need to be said that I really don't think that it's gonna work out for them. Also, just that living there would be expensive. I'm getting so far from my house. Can I please just have a sheep? A single white sheep, please. What if... Oh wait, I'm such an idiot. I am the biggest idiot ever. I have bones. I can make white dye, and I can dye one of the other wools white, and then I can make a bed like that. I'm so smart. I never make mistakes, and I did this on purpose because I wanted to take a walk. Yep, that's it. Oh hey, this is my boat. We didn't even get that far. How did we not get that far? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm teleporting around this place. Is this whole place a big circle? What did I do? Whoa. I feel like I walked so far from this point. How did I get back here so fast? I don't understand. Okay. I walked in a circle, I think. I don't know, this place is creepy. I feel like there's some magical mischief going on here. Now I can't find my house though, even though I saw the shipwreck, so I know we're really close. Unless it's a new shipwreck, but that'd be crazy. Right? Right? That'd be crazy. I don't know, I'm gonna check. I don't know, looks familiar enough to me. We can see if I looted it. Axe. Shovel. Oh, it's actually entirely possible this is a new shipwreck. Or just that I didn't loot the other one effectively enough. I don't know. This is strange. Well, now I have some emeralds. That's nice. Well, then there's another one down here, isn't there? No, I did already loot this one. That's the chest that I looted. I just didn't loot it completely because I'm bad at Minecraft. So my house should be over there. You can't hide from me, house. I shall find you. It's like up on a hill-ish. There it is. I can see it through the trees. Cool that I got more stuff out of that, though. There we go. Okay, we're going to make ourselves a bed. Need my wool, my white wool, and we'll take my light gray wool, And we'll take some bones. Actually, yeah, wait, no, I need those. Alright, let's cook some of this. And let's put this bone meal. White dye. White wool. Yay. Probably shouldn't have fully converted all of that to white dye because I do not need that much. But what I can do is this finally. Yay! Please just place the wool. And wood. I need wood planks. Okay, I do not want to go to work today. I will be fine, but I do not want to. I am tired, and I got back from that trip, and I really just want to relax, but I work today and tomorrow, and then I can finally just relax. Yay, I have a bed! My spawn point's set! Joy! Okay. So after our CMU tour, we hop back into the van, and I am so done with everything at this point, but it's whatever. There were like several points, but like at one point in specific, we stopped at a gas station. My partner has diabetes. And a symptom of high blood sugar is needing to pee a lot. And we are about to be on a 6-hour drive. So, you know, super fun idea. I'm getting hungry. I totally get that. I'm getting a little hungry too. I woke up, but I haven't eaten breakfast yet because I wasn't feeling it yet. So I might end a bit. I think I'm going to stream for a little bit more. We'll probably explore that cave a bit. We've almost met all of the objectives I set for today's stream. So, you know. We have iron armor. We have some iron tools. We have enough iron to make more tools if we need to. So the goal is probably going to be to explore that cave, and then I'll probably end the stream for today. It's weird for me because I used to do these crazy long streams, but I think doing like the shorter hour-long ones, hour to an hour and a half long ones, works better for me. Maybe during like the days that I do have off, like this next week after I work tomorrow, I have a lot of days off in a row. I might do some late night streams, and I tend to make those super long. And I might play some other games. I have a difficult time staying fully engaged in Minecraft for hours and hours. I didn't used to have such difficulty staying engaged. Well, to be fair, I used to also like listen to podcasts and such when I was playing Minecraft, so that's different. Hello, I'm not looking at you. I'm just kind of going downstairs. There we go. Down here somewhere. I kept hearing zombies and spiders. Yeah, so we did end up having to stop on the way home because my partner needed to use the restroom, and they just kept getting more and more food and stuff like that. I don't know, I was like, my social anxiety was making me into a bit of a bitch, because I have like these crazy social standards that I like set for myself. To, you know, make sure that I'm never, ever, even possibly maybe inconveniencing someone at any point in time, because the very thought of it terrifies me. And I was just kind of, like, trying to exert these onto my partner unfairly. you know? And I realized, like, and I was trying, like, not to, like, express these mean thoughts that I was having, but I would verbalize them anyway. Unexpectedly, like, because I wouldn't think about what I was saying, and then I would say it, and then afterwards, and I was like, wow, that came out awful. That came out horribly rude. But it was whatever. I feel so good this morning that I'm, like, not even upset enough to talk about it. So yeah, I guess we could start looking for diamonds. I don't want to do that today, because I'm probably gonna hop off soon and go eat. We arrived home, drove home, I came here, I took a shower because my hair was filled with chlorine and was pretty awful. And then I woke up and I streamed today. So, stream objectives have officially been met. I got iron, I got a bed. I explored a cave, wasn't the cave I intended to. And I told the whole story of my trip. Yeah, I'm probably gonna head back up to the house and then say goodbye to stream for now. I don't know. I might be on later tonight, and I might not be. It depends on how I'm feeling after work. I might just want to relax. Or I'd be streaming tomorrow morning, probably the same thing. I think the Minecraft streams will be like an early morning thing with like some of my other streams. Like, I want to get a saved VOD of Night of the Full Moon, because I played that before, but I didn't have the export on. I hope you have a good day at work. Oh, thank you. I hope you have a good day too. Eat some yummy food. I also want to set up kind of a consistent schedule, but I can't do that until I change my work schedule, since the semester just ended. Now I have to take more hours. So I don't know, we'll see. For now, we'll just stream as it comes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!